Hi, welcome. I'm Emerald, and we're playing some Planet Coaster today. It's been a hot minute since I played Planet Coaster, but I thought I'd revisit it. I'm very excited for Planet Coaster 2, so I kind of want to warm up to that. And we're going to do a challenge park, Emerald Kingdom, I've decided to call it. And I'm playing on the hardest difficulty that's available. So let's just hop in. And yeah, I don't really have a plan yet. We're just gonna see how it all goes. Let's pause for a bit at first, and we'll plop down a moneymaker ride first. Okay, just to have a little bit of an income. Which one do we want though? We have little money. I know there's a strat, like you plop down a wild blue and you charge for it and then you build your own things. I'm going to stray away from that. I know there's a lot of cheat sheets and things that you can check out to maximize your profit. I kind of want to experience everything for myself, you know, and not use those cheat sheets. I do, of course, have some knowledge of the game, but I will try to do it as authentically as I can. So it's not going to be great yet, but we're just going to plop down a regular old carousel and have that running. But let's see, the price will be like what, €8? They probably want to ride it. We can try and sort of fine tune it, see how much they're willing to pay for it. Oh, they're turning around. Too expensive. Okay, so we go down a little bit. We go to like 7 or something. And let's see how that goes. They're turning around. See if they still think it's too expensive. Yeah, no, they don't like it. $6.50? Will that entice you? Also, we gotta put the operation. We're going to go off of the minimum waiting time and we'll go for a full load. Didn't mean for you to get off. Okay, so people are coming in. So expensive. Okay, we're just gonna have to go down. $6 then. Free entry. Seen bigger and better parks. Yeah, well, I'm open for like a day. Please. In the meantime, I mean, the price is going to be ass, honestly, at the moment. But while we wait for it to settle down a little bit, we'll just decorate it a little bit. I'm going to go with some simple greenery. We'll do some golden birch trees here. Put some around here. One right here, and then we'll fill it up with some bigger bushes, some ground crawlers here, always good. Just so we can up the prestige a little bit. And of course we're going to mess with the sequencing of the ride as well. But I need the ride to be closed to do that and test it repetitively, and I don't want to have all of that downtime, so that's why I'm plopping down this one for now. And just have it generate a little bit of income so we can focus on a different ride later on and fine-tune the prestige rating there and set a good amount of cash for it, and just have this as our base income, you know. Let's put down some lights as well. Spooky lamppost. Quite like the weights. Such a classical lamppost. Alright, let's put down some flowers. Just decorate it nicely. Get another little bush in here. With some rocks maybe. Small one. Pop that one there. Turn it around a little bit. Tiny little rock here. Oh, it's not so tiny, but it's small enough. Right. Add a little bit more rose bush, a bit bigger, so we can fit that in there. Just trying to fit everything in there properly without it floating, because that happens quite quickly. You get some floaters. And these flowers right here. And let's see if we can put this conifere here. This little bush. Got a bigger filler here. Let's put her right there. I'm focusing on the cube because that's what it's putting its rating towards. Oh, this is a nice pinkish bush. Oh, we can put that here. I'm not sure what the ranges of it. It's only 52% now. But the prestige has gone up. So that should be fine. We can probably jack up the price a little bit now. I believe, this might be a little bit cheaty, but I believe the ratio is like $3 per 100 prestige. So $9 should be alright then. Let's go for $9. Let's just risk it for the biscuit. And let's see if we can put a nice little archway above it for some extra. It's a bit too big. I don't want it to be. Ah, there we go. Nice small one. And it has text, I believe. So let's figure out a name for this thing. Oh, jeez. Let's call it the Cavalry Parade or something like that. And we'll put that on the board here. Cavalry Parade. Oh, can't put that in. Cavalry Parade. Ah, that's perfect. Let's give it a dark green font, and the advertised destination is the carousel. Right, now we can add a couple more things here probably. Some small teensy tiny flowers. Some narcissi, probably. Put a little bush here. Great, gorgeous. All right. Can you do sequencing actually? I mean, you can do trigger sequencing as well. That'll probably be a little bit expensive, and I don't know if we can afford that right now. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. I mean, the prestige isn't great, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. Oh, it has colour in the back. Does it? Huh. Well, we are gaining some money. I don't know if it's going to be enough to properly fund the next ride. But it's going up, is it? We're making a loss. Are we able to go past that though? As soon as we're making a profit, it'll be grand. Yes. So even if the profit's going up very slowly, we should be able to fund our next ride. That seems alright. It's bringing in more than it's costing us so far. You don't like the ride? One time, bye. Some people will just not like the ride, and that's fine. We will need to add a good other ride once we get a little bit of money for it. Now we're not themed yet, so I can really just put any ride in here. Once I have the money, of course. But which one? I mean, this would be a lot of fun. We should probably look at the scores, the excitement, fear, nausea scores, to pick our next one. Like, are there any with 2 greens at least? No, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, which one has a green excitement? Because I think that's probably the best one to look at. Nope. Okay, so we'll look at fear, and we'll look at the highest excitement with a green fear. I think that's going to be the wild blue then. Yeah, that's the wild blue. Okay, so that's why people put it down. Also, we're still in the green-ish, but it's not going quickly. Let's speed up again. So what could we add to sequencing things? Special effects we could do. I don't know how expensive that'll be. And what kind of sequencing? We've got spin, spin fast, spin. And we can really only do that when it's closed. So that's annoying. We don't want to do that. Okay, but that's fun. We can add a little bit of building around it. Some walls maybe. Let's add some cute little buildings around it for show. And we'll have some spinny fireworks on it. See about the roofs, maybe a flat little roof. Castle. Let's do a regular stucco roof. Oh, it's not nice to look at. Well, neither is this one, honestly. Panel roof. We're definitely going to need a roof trim. Brownstone trim will probably be nice. Cast stone trim. That's what we are looking for, honestly. So let's go back to the cast stone set and add a half wall, or a 1 meter wall, really, not half. Add the trim on there. Look at that. Perfect. We got eaves and all. Okay, we're going to do the eaves then. That looks a little bit better. I was trying to rotate it, but it snaps, so I really don't need to. We've got some corners. Okay, we've got to snap it on like that. Sure. Let's add our sequence. I know there's no, what's it called? I know there's no roof on it right now, but we'll just fix that later. Activate on trigger, and we'll make a trigger sequence. Oh, that's cute. Okay, we'll activate that once it goes fast. And we'll add some lights to it. These are ugly. Colorable event lights. We'll put those in the house, I suppose. Let's set our lighting to PM so we get some good looking lights. Well, these are very red. Colorable area light, floodlight. Well, good thing the light goes through that building. Okay, let's make this one pink. And we'll do a yellow. And another pink. This one's a little bit better because it's slightly darker, slightly more vibrant. And do I need to activate on trigger? I need to check those. Alright, edit the trigger sequence. When it's spinning, it will do that. It'll do that. I'm going to let them go in a row. I don't know how long it spins for, so I don't know how often it will. Wait, can I have this loop? Just have that go by half a second later. Okay, and it needs to turn off then. Not quite sure how this works. So I would like them to go like 1, 2, 3 and just repeat that until it starts spinning fast, right? Maybe I'll just... okay, so this is it plays for so long. I want them to play like half a second. I want them to loop, honestly. Toggle between on and off for a small amount of time for a duration. Okay, toggle every half a second and toggle for half a second. Right, that should be... Nope. Didn't want to duplicate that. I did want to duplicate the settings, honestly. Right, yeah. Oh, and toggle for how long? Okay, yeah, I did it wrong. Okay, so this should go like 10 seconds or something like that. I don't know how long the ride lasts. And we'll do that for 10 seconds. Do that. 10 seconds as well, but I need to change this to repeat toggle on trigger. So if I test this. Ooh, right. So that should be every second that it does that. I think. Wait, why is that one doing it differently though? Huh, I'm a little bit confused. So that goes for half a second or so. Wait, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay, wait. It does this sequence for 10 seconds, right? And we want to go them one by one. So let's start with a second and a half. And with the delay, we should be able to have them go in sequence. That's doing it so weirdly. Okay, so it activates that one. I'm so confused. Okay, toggle it every 5 seconds or so. Half a second. I mean, this is not doing what I wanted to do at all. Now it's just switching between the two. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm so confused on how to program this. Okay, so hang on, wait, I have this all wrong. This is going to trigger every half second. In that half second, let's go with an easier one. Every sixth of a second. In that sixth of a second, all of these should be every sixth of a second, but the delay should be different. Right, so this should be 0.2 later, and this should be 0.4 later. Now it's doing what I expect it somewhat to do. No. Oh yeah, it is. Not really. Somewhat. What's wrong with this one? Why is that? Oh, that's still doing half a second. Okay, that's what's wrong. Okay, but I got there in the end. Why is that going so much quicker? I'm doing it every sixth of a second as well, right? Yeah, these are identical otherwise. I'm so confused as to why it's doing it like that. This one is definitely being quicker, right? I'm utterly confused why it's doing it that way. Utterly confused. That one is going quicker, but why? It's going every fifth again. Is it correctly now? Okay, now it is. Good grief, that was way harder than it needed to be. It was just not editing well enough. So how can we figure out how long the ride is? Is there a ride length somewhere? Duration, 137.5 seconds. Okay. We can work with that. 132.5 seconds. So we want it to do this all ride long. This will be a little bit later because you want to finish the sequence. Right? Once it starts spinning. Did this, by the way, affect the prestige at all? Well, it did a little bit, actually. So that's good. So let's go ahead and this will activate on trigger. It will play. Oh, you can change the color of it as well. I can do that. I'll do that once we get to the next section. We'll do change color on trigger. We'll fade to color. And we'll edit the trigger sequence again to have this fade to color to the color it's currently on, because I think it restores color in trigger. Alright. I can put that in the other sequencing. So this is the original color that it's going to be. Nope, restore color on trigger. Good. And then in the last sequence it will change color, and we're going to change it to this pattern so it matches. Right. Ah, okay. So it has to play for longer. But I won't do that. So I just have to duplicate this then. Have it go like a second longer. So it will play. And then it will stop. Just have to duplicate it a bunch of times. And we can have some delay between them. Right, like it goes on and off. Not sure if it will do that right now, or if it's just going to go forever. Okay, so like every 5 seconds or what? Go the 10th, go the 15th, go the 20th. Is it going to trigger again? Does it go longer than 5 seconds? 3, 4, 5. It goes exactly 5 seconds. All right. So every 20th or so. 10th, I mean. So this should alternate it then. I think. So it's fizzled out. Then after 5 seconds it should go again. It should go again. Right? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are my seconds... Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why is it taking so long? I'm so confused why this is not working the way I thought it would. Okay, you know what? This is fine for now. We're just going to leave that be. We'll add some more special effects. Here, right? I kind of just want some sparklers. Don't need large firework. I did say I want a sparkler, but that's kind of a tiny sparkler. Candles. Okay, cool. Cost per trigger is quite steep. I realise that. I'm hoping it'll increase the prestige enough of the ride to warrant that. It's not very good now. Oh. I can do this. Right. Confirm. Oh, we gotta trigger this one, of course. Play on trigger. Oh, it doesn't fade the firework, it fades the colour of the wheel itself. That's trippy. That's really trippy. Okay, well, anyway, let's see how it fades then, because it has a 3-second fade, I believe. Oh, it's still going to finish up that sequence. Alright, well, whatever. Quite difficult to work with all these sequencing thingies. It's weird that you could change the colour of this. But sure. Let's add some more scenery to just sort of pretty it up. I want to kind of hide those fireworks. Can we add it to building? Well, it's not a prop, a grid prop, so can't really align it with that. We can add it to building, obviously. It's not really what my concern was. Ooh, this is askew if I've ever seen it. That's alright, we'll get all of it. And we'll put it a bit like so. There we go. And we'll add a pretty row of flowers before it. Ooh, that's quite big. These are big too. Do we have like a... I can just put these here. Well, I'm gonna turn it so it's easy to... duplicate them. There we go, nice straight line of tulips. Well, our cash flow is increasing, so that's good. Can't really afford a ride yet, but we'll get there. Getting quite close to the fence there, but this is good enough. Okay. So I've got row flowers, we've got some fireworks behind the fence. Let's get you a little bit lined up a little bit better. And we might just want to have some static lamps. because it is quite dark. So let's see if we have like a lantern that we can put on the side. Or are we really going to have to... Well, we can do this. That's fun. Nope, this one's better. That's cute. So how is that doing? What's it doing for the prestige? Well, not a lot more. And the queue is empty. The ride isn't. Well, it's making a profit. What are people thinking about it? Queue is quite quick. Looks fast. Okay, that's something. Let me see the overall guest thoughts. Wish the park had a food shop. Wish there were more rides. So do I, buddy. Wish the park had a toilet. No gift shops. Yeah, well, that's fine. Cavalry Parade was an average ride. Well, all of that's quite good. All of that is fine. It's not the worst in the world. Okay. Okay. Let's, do I want to do some terrain? I think that could be quite expensive, so maybe... we'll sort it. We're going to put a little pond right there and raise this up a little bit. Let's have a little bit of a backdrop going on here. Nice little pond moment. Huh. That's quite deep, the water. What if I raise this a little bit more? Kind of want it to be eye level, or eye level. I want it to be high up. Okay, let's undo all of that. Let's get rid of that. Because that is a waste of money. Let's put the intensity down, the size a little bit. Just a tiny little divot. It really needs to be quite deep then, huh? Okay, we'll not do that. We'll put a little fountain there. Let's do that. So that is probably in building then? Decorations? No, that's going to be in scenery. Statues and centerpieces. No. Misc. No. Planters. I mean, we could use planters. Fountain. Huh. Probably not researched yet then, because surely we've got some fountains here. Okay. We'll do some planters then. Do a large, apparently a small bowl. Let's duplicate that and replace it with this one. Let's get the tiny one in there. Well, okay, this is not going according to plan yet. We'll make it tiered. I've got to find the different sizes for it. Right, so go up there. We got this little fella that we could put there, or a tinier bowl. Oh, I think this would be quite nice. That's a good tier. Then we'll go to the special effects. We'll do the water. Waterfall splashes. I'm guessing we need some more research, but this could work. Let's see how that's affecting our profits. Ride running costs. Oh, that seems fine. We'll add some more lights around the ride. These are with signs. I don't really need them to have signs. I can leave it empty, I suppose. Something like that. Put one there. And maybe we'll look into these animatronics. It's a fairy tale band, which is cute, but not exactly a pipe organ. That seems suitable for this ride. Add that in here, and we can probably activate it on trigger. It's looping right now, but let's add it to the ride. The sequence, and we'll just add it to the first spin. All right, and we will tell it to play on trigger. I kind of want it to go forever. We'll just have it repeat each time it goes into a new sequence. And it'll just be static until it is activated. Well, it did increase our prestige just a little bit more, or maybe it was the decorations that we put out. Okay, what else are we going to add here? What kind of cute animatronics can we add? A steam engine generator, not really the vibe. Oh, that's adorable. Let's add that. Where are we going to add it? Like right here. We'll activate that on trigger as well. And let's see, play on trigger. Yeah, that's probably just going to be it. Done. And we'll add it again in the last sequence. Now, I know it needs to be closed to change it. But I kind of want to add another sequence to it. But let's leave it at this for now. And let's start by adding maybe a roof on top of this thing. Because we didn't do that yet, because we didn't really know what to do with it right away. But now we can add, this is fine. And where are you? Thank you. There you are. Maybe we can have like a little candy stand or something right here. Let's see what kind of walls we have. Carnival. That's looking very cute. Let's see what we get when we... Carnival, only the trims, so we're going to have to use a regular wall to add them to. But that's alright. Let's see what kind of walls we have. Classical wall. Oh, that's cute. We'll do that. We'll go for classical arch. I'm assuming they have that. Well, they have cast stone. Romanesque. Victorian iron temple arch. Well, it's a shame they got that beautiful wall and then no no matching arches with it. Though this doorway is looking quite alright. Let's do that. Add a window. And do that. Close off the side. Now, are these properly on the grid? No, they are not. Let's take them back a little bit. Okay. Let's see if we can add a nice little door to it. Oh, these are windows. I needed a door. Well, that's a bit of a... Oh, God. Oh. Okay, well, it's not really the kind of door that I would like to have. Got these stucco doors. Looking lovely. Let's try and add these. Probably going to be terribly mismatched. Let's see how far we get. Adding these. I mean, we can do this. We miss the arch, but it's not a bad fit. Let's do that. Quite like that. Let's check out window decorations. I mean, this would be a bit nonsensical, right, to add that. Decorations, shop decorations. We can probably put a nice awning on it. A fascia. Well, that just... No, this should probably be barren. But we can do a little awning. And we can even change the colour of it. So let's do that. Nice. Oh, we can't change the awning. Oh, we can change it. This is cute. Let's add some lights to that. Wait, was there... How many lights there here? I was moving away from them. Let's turn off position snap. And we'll add these here. These are more interior lights, but, you know, it's a whimsical theme park ride. So it's fine to put these on here. And I think we don't really have any candy objects yet because we need to research that. Let's see what we can do here. Candy. No, only the candy skulls, but that's entirely too much. Okay, we'll just go with the carnival trims. I want to snap them, but I think we'll have to put a short wall again. Classic wall top. Perfect. That's looking cute, and I really like the trim of that. So I'm going to add a double trim on it. So the the carnival trim can snap on it, but we still get to see a bit of that beautiful ornamental trim that is on this one. It'll make sense in a little bit what I'm talking about. Let's go look for carnival. See, that's what I mean. Is that so difficult to... Okay, that is apparently very difficult to add. But we'll go like so, and we'll add that. And we'll just go around it like this. We don't really worry about the back side, honestly. Oh, that one's fun. I think we could probably snap that one. Well, yeah, but we're going to have to take it down a little bit. That's alright. We can do that quite quickly and easily. That's cute. And we might be able to put some lights. Can we change the color of the box light? And is it triggerable? Because then this is like the perfect size, honestly. Let's sink them in a little bit more. Now let me quickly check. Yes, they are able to be activated on trigger. Oh no, reset. I want this one to be a good color. I am going to align it a little bit better. There we go. Okay, I want to copy that. But this one will be the good old yellow. And then we'll copy that again. We'll put it here. We'll copy all three of these. We'll put them on the other side. And apparently, didn't really line it up well, but this works now. Done. Okay. Now let's edit that trigger sequence. Connect, and we're going to start these at 0 as well. We're basically going to do the same thing. We're going to repeat toggle on trigger every 0.6 seconds for 137.5 it was, I believe. Oh, okay, so 120 is the max. That's fine. Connect that one. Add this. No, that should be 2. Repeat toggle and trigger for 120 seconds every 0.6 seconds. We'll connect that one. That will be at 0.40. Indeed. Repeat toggle every 0.6 for 120 seconds. And I want to go them inwards, so I will start the other sequence right here at 0 seconds. Repeat the toggle every 0.6 seconds for 120 seconds. Then we go to that one, 0.2, and repeat the toggle every 0.6 seconds for 120 seconds long. And then we'll add this one last. Repeat toggle every 0.6 seconds for 120. So that should go well. Yeah, that goes quite nicely. That's fun. Oh, I'm looking at this angle and I'm now seeing how twisted these doors are. I really want to edit both of these. Edit building with selected parts. No, I didn't want to add that. Oh god. Oh, these are just not... Okay, wait, maybe we can add them to... I kind of want to add this to a building. Is that not possible? don't think we can. I think that's a Planet Zoo thing. Well, I'll just edit it manually. Okay, that looks good. Now, how is this looking? Okay, we've gone up. We have gone up, so that's good news. You have a fun little animatronic guy that can stand in a window here. That does something cute. Scenery theme, no. Prop type, humanoid. No mechanic available. Yeah, okay. Let's hire that one then. We'll need to add a staff building, but let me put down an animatronic first. Kind of want that. A business owner. He doesn't look cute though. Sci-fi? Nah. A zombie? Probably not for this ride. Archaeologists? Well, we can do an idle archaeologist. He has sort of a whimsical vibe. Film crew? Nah, don't want a knight in there. I think we'll go with the archaeologist, just standing there. Have him be here. And we'll give him some backlighting. We'll give him some... He already has front lighting, so let's give him some backlighting. Maybe not an animated light. But like this. And we'll edit the light to be a little less intense. Like a dark bluish. Look at that. That's pretty good. We'll add a row of flowers here. Put these here. Quite like these. Maybe we'll put a little rock here as well. Small, 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 small. Very small. No, small. Small little rock. Can make a little perimeter. The small rocks are still so large. Can always sink them, of course. In the ground. Okay, that's sort of a perimeter, I suppose. Where is the actual tiny one? Not here. They're all pretty huge. Let's edit the terrain a little bit as well. So we got rock clues. I really just like some dirt, honestly. Huh. Not really any dirt textures. That's a shame. This one's open again. All right, so we'll add our staff building now. Because we kind of have to. Honestly, I would have waited a little bit before adding a staff building then. But let's see. The prestige is doing all right. Scenery rating is going up because we're just adding some small little bits and bobbles. Let's give this a flat roof. And I think I'm kind of done with this one for now. And we'll focus on... oh, this one has a corner as well. Oh, you don't see it from the outside. Okay, never mind then. Then I think I'll be done with the ride for now. Of course, we're going to make much better rides later on. But we got the prestige up reasonably. And we get a trim on there. And then we'll work on the staff building now that we have it over there. Okay, that looks quite cute. We did that. I don't know why they're flickering at the same time, those lights, but we'll fix that at a later moment. I'm going to take a little bit of a break for now. And I'll be right back. No time will pass for you, but for me it will. Okay, I am back. Now let me check the balance real quick, because we were still making a profit when we left off. We just spent a lot of money as well, so we're quite a bit farther away from getting a new ride done. Now let me refresh myself. Ooh, the prestige has gone down significantly because it isn't... Wait, it was like 312 or something, right? Why is it... It's still new. So I'm quite confused as to why the prestige has gone down so much since we loaded in. That's a little weird. That also means that the price is probably too high. Well, people are still queuing for it, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. But that is a little bit confusing why that went down. I really want to avoid needing to take out a loan for this next ride that we're going to plop down. But if we don't, we might be here like forever. But until that happens, I'm just going to focus a little bit on the staff building here and decorate it a little bit. Let me find the Romanesque pieces to properly decorate it. All right, this one's turned around, so we need to rotate that. Good. Do we want to make it a tall building? Probably do, don't we? I think that's fun. Okay, now we add a little crown to it. And this one has a nice trim as well, so we'll add that all the way around because we don't have one without windows that has that trim, so it's just going to be windows all around the base. We'll add this one so we can add a proper trim and have it snapped on it. There we go. I keep wanting to rotate that. Oh, I didn't add the final trim there. But now we did. Let's add a corner to it. And let's see if there's no pointy. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's cute. Don't know how I could add it to this build. You can even add it to the corners. That's nice. If it stops spazzing out. I mean, we can add it like that. We'll add it to all four corners. Oh, come. It's having a really difficult time doing this. There we go. Why wouldn't you be able to snap that on a corner? That is some bullshit. The balustrade looks nice as well, and we really should be able to just put that on quite easily, but it is having some difficulty adhering to everything we want to do. It's added in the yellowish part right here. Insufficient funds. Alright, we're in the red now for the first time. So we're going to have to either wait a little bit, I think actually. We do need to take out a loan, so that means that we're going to add 3,000 to it, and we're going to quickly plop down a ride, and we'll go with the wild blue. Don't need angle snap. Let's extend our path a little bit. We'll place at the entrance, and we'll place an exit right there. Good. Let's snake that around a little bit. Right, and now we can fiddle around a bit with the sequencing. Oh, so we got main sequence and main sequence. All right, that's we'll just add like 3 or something as a base and see what that does to the prestige. Oh, now the prestige is up again. I'm very, very confused as to why that happened. This factor contributes to the road's prestige. Oh, that's now 100% because of the staff building. Okay, well, I suppose. This ride affects the age and popularity of a ride. Sure. Queue time. That doesn't affect prestige. Monthly guests. Alright. So 3-minute queue. That's all well and dandy. Okay, well, whatever. This is just going to do its thing. Now that we have a little bit of extra cash, I'm just going to continue decorating this. This is also a nice decoration. There's loads of nice decorations here. See, look at that. That's all cute. Anyway, I really wanted to add the balustrade. Let's see the difference between them. Yeah, we were working with this one. Let's do that angle snap again. And let's add you where we were planning to add you. Well, maybe we do want it to be sunken in a little bit. And we'll add you to the other side as well. Okay, so I think architecturally, this is done-ish. We still need to add a flat roof to it. Doesn't seem to have a matching one, so we'll add the stucco. Right there. Do we have any roof decorations that would be fun? Stucco chimneys. Well, we don't really need a chimney there. That would look like a weird sort of antenna, so let's not do that. Okay, I think I'm going to go over to the plants and have some wall climbers to put some ivy on it. Do we have climbing roses? We'll turn off the align to surface. I know I'm saying service like the other type. No, I do want to add ivy actually. And this is not ivy. Oh, this is the floral creeper. I was going to say, this is a wisteria. But that snaps weirdly, and I'm not about that. can't be bothered to fix that, so we're just gonna not. And it's alright if it goes over the windows. Like, it has to be a bit overgrown. This building's been around for a bit. Right, are you done testing? Not yet. So that means we're going to continue with our little build here. We'll add it to building, and we're going to add some planters. Like so, and I'm actually just going to straight up copy these and put them on the other side too. Oh, we could have gone around, but just the sides is fine. We'll add some plants to them. I think I'm just going to go with straight up. Is it snapping? Yeah, it was snapping. It really doesn't need to do that. We'll put one on each end and in the middle. Get this sort of symmetrical thing going, and then we'll fill it in with smaller ones in between. Now let me check if this is done now. It is. Oh, that's a good that's a good prestige. We're going to open it up. I'm doing 30 because for every 100 prestige you do $3. So 900 is going to be. Is that correct? What I'm doing? Yeah, that's going to be $30. All right, and we will still be able. Oh, the scenery rating is already quite good. Oh, they think it's very expensive. Am I doing this wrong? 900 divided by 3 is 30, right? So this should be a good. Is it like 27? Am I stupid? 900 divided by 3 is going to be 30. Like 9 divided by 3 is 3. Then 90 divided by 3 would be 30. No, 900 divided by 3 should absolutely be 30. Am I dumb? I'm dumb. Right? No, I'm not. It's 30. Why are they making a fuss about it? Well, probably that equation doesn't really work then. Because we haven't had a lot of success with it so far. Anyway, we're just going to add some more decorations to this staff building for now. Let's see if we can add some signs, facility signs. Do we have a staff sign? We don't. But we can add like a decorative sign. That's very big. That's even bigger. Everything's so incredibly big, and it doesn't suit the style. I wouldn't be mad about this one. That's just a little bit too modern. Okay, maybe we don't add a sign here. We'll just keep it like this, but we can add like an awning. Look, it even has the right color already. Add it right here. Okay, and we'll add some lights, of course. Add the spooky wall lights, which really aren't that spooky. They look quite alright. But that's a cute little house. I know this type of house wouldn't usually be standalone, but we're working with very little right now, so it's just going to have to be standalone. Now let's think about what kind of theming we want to do with the wild blue. This is still not really themed, so okay, let me paint you a bigger picture. I've called this park the Emerald Kingdom, so I want to sort of have the focus point of it be fairy tale themed, right? Um, this isn't that yet, but similar to like Disneyland's and Disney World type of theme parks, I want to have kind of a promenade boulevard thing. Promenade's probably by the sea, right? I don't know. I want to have like a boulevard with some classical buildings that aren't very different from these buildings, going up to a centre focal point castle. It's not going to be Sleeping Beauty or Snow White or Belle's castle or anything like that specific. It's just going to be our castle. I'm not going to copy or necessarily mimic Disneyland, but I want to draw some inspiration from it because I think it's a really cool entrance and a really cool vocal point. And I want to sprawl out into different themed areas from there. Like I want to do like a little circus themed area, or maybe like a winter area that is more focused on kids. And then I want a spooky area, and I want a pirate area, and all of that. You know, the themes that we get with Planet Coaster. I want to specifically make zones for that. But this area, I want to spend this area ultimately on creating a grand entrance. So these things will move around. They won't be here forever. So this is sort of a general theming, like a cute little starting area. This is doing quite well so far, by the way. I like that. I like the prospect of that. The loan, can't quite pay that off yet, but that's fine. We can use that loan currently to make sure that we build some things to increase everything in here. We could even probably use that money to plop down a third ride. Maybe let's do that. Let's extend the path once more a little bit. Okay, and let's see, the Insanity is always done really well. Oh, I don't have that yet. I have to research that. All right, that's fine. Well, we're going to have to go with a cheap one either way. The loop-de-loop. Well, we'll do that. That's cheap. It's a small one. Let's add that pretty close by so we don't take up too much space. Let's add an entrance right here and our exit. Okay. Now we're going to need to test it. Let's see. It swings, it loops, it reverse loops, and it stalls. Well, I imagine we would want less stalling. We'll do a reverse loop. I don't know what this is going to do. I didn't look at the base. I didn't look at the base score at all. Oh, I really left myself very little room for a queue. Well, that's it then. We're going to see how this ride holds up after our adjustments. And in the meantime, we'll go and decorate this. I'm thinking of a flower bed to fill this in completely. We'll add a couple of conifers as sort of vocal points to draw it upward a little bit and fill... Oh, that's insufficient funds. That's fine. We did spend quite a lot in one go. But I'm going to use these to draw the eye up a little bit. And I'm going to fill it all in with flowers. I'm going to use the viola flowers and I'm going to edit their colour as I go around. I'm thinking of using these conifers as like sort of vocal points. So I'm going to do gradients. I'm going to go around them once I get the money again. Going to run out of cash quite quickly each time, I believe. And I want it to be a little bit of a girthier circle around it. So I'm going to do 2 layers of it. pack it in really tight. I'm sorry, I don't know where my mouth was going with that. Sometimes it just does weird things. It's all right. You have to remember that I'm talking to no one at the moment. I'm in a room on my own, recording and talking to imaginary people. I know you'll watch this like in the future, but for me now, currently, this is kind of a weird situation. People forget that despite it being a fun sort of job, it is still a weird kind of job to do Let's Plays. So sometimes my mouth does a blabbering that my mind has no control over. Boop. Okay, so I messed up a little bit there. It's a bit wonky, but it's... Oh, that is definitely wonky. Fit it in there. Yeah, there we go. I do need to even this out a little bit more. That's fine. That's alright. Now we do the same with this conifer. Oh, come on. It's so difficult to properly place them. I know I'll have more control with the advanced movement, but what I dislike about the advanced movement is that I'm an avid 3D modeler, right? Just for fun. I don't do anything professionally with it. But you have like the surface, the plane that you can use to move something over both axes or two axes. And you don't have that. You have to choose one or the other, and it just makes for a very stocky way of moving, and I don't like that. So apparently I just sort of refuse to use that. I know it's ridiculous. It's already kind of orange. But this is still an alright colour. We can transition into a red after this one. We probably should have gone for blue since we're at the wild blue, but it's too late now. Is it significantly darker enough to see a difference? Oh yeah, that is darker. Good. I was worried about it a little bit. Now we're just sitting and waiting. Oh, what? Has this been done? Yes. Okay, so that is going to be 20. We could probably go a little bit higher because it is almost 700. But since they're complaining about it being too expensive, everything, just going to go with the $20 or whatever it is. We also need to name this. Wild Blue 2 isn't a great name for a ride. Now, theming wise, I don't know. It's planes. I didn't mean to reset the queue there. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know how to name this. I'll just call it Nosedive. It's a very uninspired title, but that's what it's going to be called now. And of course we have to name this one. I'll name it Radial Burst. Is there a rhyme or reason to it? No, absolutely not. I just blurted together some words. I'm sure that our next attractions will be way better named. Now for this one I'm only going to do one layer, I think. I think it's nice to have a thick, girthy yellow center there, but I think the orange is more of a transition color to the red, so I'm going to do just one layer of that before I go over to the red one. Oops. Right, something like that. And we can sort of correct wonky circles with the next layer, right? Well, this is turning into a square, so we're not doing a great job of that. This looks a bit better, I think. Have this go around the corner a little bit tighter. Good. Now let's go over to the red. It's quite bright. Maybe we'll do this red. Be a little bit closer to the orange. Yeah, that seems better. I mean, we could fit it in there, but yeah, sod it, we'll do that. We'll just add a fence to sort of mask the fact that it's spilling over onto the path. Okay, but this is looking quite nice already. I think actually for every colour I'm going to do just one layer. It doesn't bother me that the yellow's 2 layers because it is the centre. It's going to be strongest there, right? Whatever force it is. Whatever imaginary force is radiating those colours. We can have a fun little little rainbow effect going on that meets each other at the edges. This will look really pretty. Of course, it's going to be a lot of work. It is a lot of work currently, but I think the result will be worth it if we're able to do it properly. Right, so again, a little bit of a wonky circle, but we can correct it a little bit with the next layer again. Okay, so you definitely can't fit another red in there, so that's just a little bit of an open spot. But it's alright, we're working with less and less space as we go on here. But this is looking alright so far. I really do want to fit one in there still, yeah. Good, okay, let's move on to purple. Oh, beautiful. I love that one. Let's add that around the perimeter of that. Are we fitting that in there? Yes, we are. I see some vomit, some sick. So we're going to have to add some trash cans later on, and we'll have to hire a janitor. It's time to sink the cost into those kinds of expenditures. But I'm just going to finish up this colour burst thing. So, don't have time for that yet. It's just going to have to be dirty and grimy. Okay, so these circles are meeting right now. So they're now connected. I'm just going to add another purple. I think strictly it would be another colour, but think we have, it's small enough a space that we can get away with getting another purple in there. This definitely has to be a bluish. Like we can't get away with that. Now we just go and add a little edge to here. Oh, that's looking really cool so far. Speaking of cool, we want to have a cool blue, and we have this lavender-ish purple. So instead of going full blue yet, we're going to go with this one. That is looking really awesome. Wouldn't you agree? I like where this is going. This is looking really, really awesome. Okay, I'm going to fill in this space with the purple as well. The lavender. Well, I suppose lavender would be a little bit more pastel-y, but ooh, we might. Yeah, I think we're able to fit a new blue in between these. It's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but we can fit that. We don't have to fill it up with the dark purple that we have going on here. Okay, now we go to blue. Ooh, love it. Going to space it out a little bit more. Yeah, we can still fit that in here. That's not weird at all. And fit it out like that. Oh, gorgeous. I really love the gradient. I really love it. Now we go to a bit more of a sea foamish blue. I want to avoid going for green flowers because they look a bit what's that called again? Synthetic, I suppose. Fake. Unnatural. None of those words click with what I wanted to say, but it's fine. I really need to add a purple here. Okay. Now, if that queue isn't 100%, I was going to say, it was already really high, but we've added so much. That is a cool feature. I like that. I want to add some fences around it, but first I'm going to really quickly plop down a couple of benches, and I'm going with the Spooky Park bench because it's just a nice classic look. I'm going to add some benches and some trash cans. Jeez, it took me a hot minute to think of the word for that. We're going to go up until there, and then I'll add the spooky bin. The spooky pack is just really, really cool looking. It's just classical. I really like the look of classical things. To put it on top of the sick. We'll add some lanterns. And when did you know it? It's going to be the spooky lamp. Because it's just that good looking. So this is the golden trio. A bench, a trash can, and a lamp. Right. And now we'll add a janitor to our park. Alright, it's starting to look like an actual park. Isn't that great? Alright, I'm going to add a couple of fences right here. Let's go with just a regular iron fence, I would say. Shall we go for this? Let's turn off the angle snap so we can more accurately place it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm never going to get it in the same spot again if I tried. I'm going to overlap it a little bit. Like so. And then we'll go over to this one to copy that. We can use the angle snap again to get a good 90-degree angle on it. See, I want this plane so I can move it diagonally, but I can't. I have to do it like this. I know it's a very, very minor inconvenience, but it's just big enough for me to be very irritated about it. Apparently 90 degrees wasn't cutting it for this this corner, so we've adjusted it a little bit. We need to align it again so it doesn't stick out. That's good. We're going to add another spooky lamp just to fill in this gap here. And for the other side of this, I'm going to add just some bigger bushes to really fill it all out. Just regular bushes. I say as I'm adding rose bushes, but I'm going to add, I'm layering it a little bit to draw the eye upward once again. Didn't mean for it to be as symmetrical as I'm currently making it, but that's apparently what we're doing. But then we're going for big, bushy, well, bushes. Let's add this one in here. See how that's cascading a little bit. I'm going to add the scaviola, just a little floor creeper to fill out the ground there. Now, maybe this exposes me as an avid Sims player, but I really would have liked a terrain paint to add some dirt texture underneath there, but we can go with leaves. It's a bit browner and it would make sense for there to be leaves over there, right? Because of all the bushes, it probably drop some leaves. Alright, that's awesome. Got that done. Now we probably want to add some lights to the queue as well. Let's see if we have any other varieties of lights. Do we have like fairy lights? Not yet, probably. We're gonna have to invent that as well. This is a fire post. Well, I think it's going to be spooky lights again. No. Oh, we could do this. This is fun. We can put it in the middle of that bush right there. Let's bring it down first. We can put it in here. That looks good. That really suits the Romanesque building as well. Alright, so our profit's doing well. Really increase our profits by adding these two rides. That's great. It's giving 747 profit. This is giving 1,000. This is giving 1,001. Okay. So that's pretty good, actually. Queue for radial burst was full. I know. I gave myself very little room for that. I'm so sorry. Let's go with the operations to make sure the minimum waiting time is out, and we'll do a full load so it doesn't wait too long. If it's loaded, it's just loaded. Let's check out the guest faults because it's giving us a notification that guest happiness is declining. Queue is full. I know. I'm not queuing that long to go and nosedive. I'm sorry, I know. They want a toilet and a food shop. Well, we can do a toilet. I'm not sure about shops yet because it's quite expensive to hire vendors. So I don't know about that quite yet. Let's also check out our loan. Because if we are able to completely pay it off immediately, no, we don't. We don't have that. Well, maybe we'll get that in a little bit. I want to add some decorations here, but since we are in need of some other things and it is already strictly 100%, I'm going to hold off on that. And I'm going to add a toilet first for the good people in this park. Let's immediately add a double one, just because we can. And just because, and then we'll have it, you know, settled for a little bit. And we can make a bit more of an interesting building. We have to go to building, actually. Now let's find a nice arch to start off. We can do we want a wooden building? Do we want that? I mean, this is fun, but we're not going to use that for a bit. We can do just a boring one. Oh, what's this? Firehouse. Oh, right, that's of the Ghostbusters pack. I mean, it has a nice archway, and we can encompass it in like a brick. Oh, actually, I like that. Might have to adjust the colours of these a little bit, make them a little bit warmer. That seems like a good match, sort of, kind of. Well enough. Okay, so what's this called? Boutique shop doors. Let's search for boutique. So these are the doors, windows. We don't have any. Oh, we got a good shop front as well. That's really good for a lane. Okay, but anyway, it's nice for this middle part, but we can't work with that otherwise because it's just going to have a window to basically as a wall. So let's not do that. But the cast stone, well, these are also walls, so that kind of defeats what I was trying to, windows, I mean, windows to walls. So that kind of defeats the purpose of what I was saying. So let's not do that. Let's just put a classic brick in there. Right, and now we can add the cast stone on top of it, and let's see the different windows. I like the arched ones. It's a bit of a different colour. We can adjust it a little bit, but let's see if we're even bothered by it in the first place. These are very, very cute. It honestly doesn't really matter. We can do a strip between the creamy parts and the brick parts, or actually maybe we'll just add columns to it so it transitions a little bit better into the different colours. Gonna have to adjust that manually. I really, really dislike how awful. Oh, it's a corner piece. I just want a regular piece then, in that case. But I really hate that this is so clearly a column and it just, you know where it has to go, right? And it just snaps so horridly. Like, horridly. But it's fine. This really ties in the creamy colour of it. Apparently it was not completely centred around it. But that's just going to have to do. Now let's use this one. The corner one. Do I need it to be a different colour? That base? Don't think I do. Don't think I mind it. An awful lot. So this should be the oops, no, I misjudged that where it had to be. It's fine, we're correcting it. There we go. Alright, now to see, are there like boutique? No, there are no boutique pillars. I was wondering if there was like a matching one that would go here, but this is alright. Now let's go for some roof trims. Cast stone eave. Where does it snap like that? Oh, okay, we can hide some more of the brick, but on the other hand, I'm not sure if I really want that. I want it to come back, like the colour. It needs to be present. That's too orange, we're going one up, right? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, we're just going to use our advanced move to continue that on. And that really ties it in together a little bit better. Now we can add a sign. That should be here. And if we bring it forward a little bit, we can have it like that. I think that's pretty good. Now, of course, we need some lights. And you guessed it, spooky lights. We'll put that right on top of it. And we'll put them on top of the toilets as well. Now, the blue is kind of a sore thumb colour, so let's adjust those. Well, let's do a green, actually, like a sort of subway-ish style. Quite like that. Beep. Beep. And a beep. That fits in a little bit better. Flower baskets might be nice to add to this. So let's see if we have that. We've got planters. And like hanging baskets. Or should we just add the floral creepers? To get rid of that. Climbing roses. No, I want the floral creepers. That is tilting upwards a little bit too much. So now we are hiding, unfortunately, the brick quite a bit, but we know it's there. Add that right here too, and we're just gonna have to pretend that it's not symmetrical once again. Look at that, that's cute, isn't it? I love wisteria, it's such a pretty plant. Okay, so we're bringing up happiness, I hope, with this a little bit. Queue is full, I really hate that. Cavalry parade is no longer new, so that, well, they wish it had a drink shop and a food shop. Well, the percentage of people thinking that is not high enough for me to do it yet, because the cost is so high in comparison. So we're not going to do that. We are not very far off from being able to pay off our loan, which would be great. Oh, we kind of also need a roof for this. Let's go with that stucco one that we used last build. Or the castle roof, that's fine too. It's really just for us, because the guests aren't able to see it anyway. Oh, it ruined our trim there. Oh, that does suck. So that is probably the best place for it to be. Well, that's just going to be it then. It's still a fine toilet block. Like, you can't tell me this isn't good looking. Cavalry parade is broken down. That's going to mean a lot of ticket returns. So a sink in costs. Also, we're going to need to add an ATM. I don't think it is currently... Oh, we haven't had it researched yet. Let's start a research. Ooh, what would that be? Facilities, small attractions? I guess small attractions then. It's not an attraction per se. Let's also add like first aid then. I suppose information kiosk will come later. Let's check out how our staff is doing. They're alright. Their happiness is quite low. Can't complain. I've got it really pretty good. Okay. Well, if that's that then. Let's see if we can add a fun little statue right here. We don't have a lot of theming going on right now. We do have this golden unit, but I don't think it fits very well. It should really be in here. This this little horse. Let's add you right near the path. But we could do the elephant here. Let's have it facing, or well, not facing the queue, but have it be viewable the best at that part of the queue. And am I going to be boring and just add a flower bed around this too? Like, what else could I realistically add to it? I'm going to add a fence, maybe. Like this nice little fence. I'm going to have to move these. Oh, okay, we can't just select them all. It's annoying. That would have been great if we were able to connect to move all of these. I suppose you would have had to add them to a building, which I don't understand. I thought you were able to just add something to a building if it wasn't already. I suppose not though. Okay, well, we got this fence here. That's cute. Oh, I really wouldn't know what to do other than just flowers on there. I think we should just go for that, honestly. I don't want to do the floral bush because it's just a bit too high. Do begonias instead of the violas, even though the difference is not all that much. These are quite big. These would drown the elephant as well. So that's a no. These are also quite big. The beach bush, lovely, very big. I mean, we could do it like this. We could fill out a large gap space here. Just continue that around the back too. And then we'll do some small ones. We're going to make them pink as well. We are, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Ooh, but it is a yellow elephant. Change that, but I quite like the yellow, orange, golden look of it. We're going to have to tie that yellow into the surroundings in some way, in some form. Maybe we'll just add some sparklers in between the flowers and have it trigger every couple times. We'll have it trigger each sequence of the ride so that it also ups the prestige a little bit. So let's check out that Roman candle that we had. I'm going to add them in the air and I'm going to lower them down. I really want to be able to connect or to get multiple things in one go, but I can't at the moment. Okay, anyway, let's go for the trigger sequence. Confirm, trigger. Confirm, it just triggers at the same time. Just each new stage, it will trigger it. Look at that, that's lovely. I like that. Done. Now, does it have, it doesn't have music. Let's see what we have. Orchestral. Planets collide. Sure. I have an exciting music there, and I want to change Flight of the Valkyries to something else because it is quite repetitive. Elemental Orchestra Part 1. Let's do that. I don't mind the repetitiveness of the carousel music, but the Flight of the Valkyries is just a little bit much. I didn't want to check out research, even though, sure, but I want to be able to pay this off, but we're almost there. And I also want to kind of separate this ride from the scenery that we've got going on for the carousel. It's still not a great decoration for the carousel, but it's something. I'm just going to plop down some trees, I think, in the background here to fill it up, that space, and I'll add the maple tree as a sort of fence, screen really, to hide the carousel a little bit more from view. Not completely, they can have a peek, but just have it separate a little bit. And I'll continue that theme here to hide the brick wall a little bit. And we'll add another Crimson King here to block off the view right there. And we can add some bushes to fill out the ground. Forest bush. 2 here. And we'll add the Scabiola here, the ground creepers. Like so. Add some random plumes of bushes, lower bushes right here. Green leafy bush to fill in those gaps. We'll do a bit of a flowery bush, the floral bush right here. And the ironwood is also very nice, but it's quite big. This one's a bit smaller, so that's a good fit. Alright, so we've got that disconnected from each other now. So that is now kind of its own thing. Let's add some lights. So I want to play around with those moving lights. That goes in a circle, bobbing up and down. That goes back and forth. Okay. Does this do an entire circle, or does it goes back? What does this do? I think this one's good. Let's check out the last one. Nah, that's not it. Right, let's use this one to add some pizzazz. Pizzazz to the right. Let's change the colours of the ride too. We called it radial burst, so let's go with more of an orange. And have these be a little bit warmer yellows. Right. Let's change over to PM. They don't really cast a light on the ride itself. So I want to replace them. Let's get real up and close. So I might want to go with those colourable event lights. It's a shame they won't move then. We're just going to have to make an illusion of moving. Because these actually cast a light on them. Right. So, we're going to do the backdrop. We'll do it in contrasting colour to really have the orange of it jump out. I'll do the same ones here. And then these will be side lights. We should probably have a front light as well. And have that angled upward a bit more. That. That's going to be a warm, this one, a warm light to really enhance that orangeness. That not register. Okay. And then I think I'll do maybe a purple or a red light. Let's see what looks best. We can just experiment with it. I think this looks alright. Green is a bit weird, a bit off. Oh, actually, quite like that red. So we've got a couple of different colours going on. It's lit properly. Do we want to sequence them? What can we do with them if they start swinging? Right, what are the options we have? Activate, deactivate, repeat. No, I think I'm just going to leave them on. Done. Ooh, and our research project is available. Reveal it. What did we get? A facility. Alright, well that's not what we wanted. No, it doesn't seem like that unlocked an ATM. We have no information. We've got the small attractions now, which are cute, but not what we were looking for. First aid is done. That has unlocked it. ATM. Alright, we'll put that in. And we're going to hold it right there. So this is our first bit of park done. And I'm going to end the episode right here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll continue this on later and just expand upon it. Have a lovely day. I love you all. Bye bye.